Japan, though, this is a passport to a bloody good meal. Today we're going for 5
Bloody good
meals
meal.
at 5
Me
different
watching this
restaurants,
video
each
while
for
I'm eating
1,000
a
yen
sandwich
or less.
and a
Now I know
banana.
you're thinking, some serious cutbacks that are abroad in Japan. What do you expect, given I blew all my budget on Connor's exotic train ride last month?
Oh, that's too far.
Well, I've chosen these 5 restaurants for 2 reasons. Number 1, they're everywhere. No matter if you're lost in Tokyo, Kyoto, or anywhere in between, they're there when you need them the most. And number 2, they're examples of culinary efficiency at its absolute peak. Many with wonderful backstories of Japanese ingenuity and entrepreneurship. These are restaurants where the food is fast, cheap, weirdly satisfying. and
Substance
occasionally
nice.
served up
So
by
nice.
a robot cat with trust issues. So without further ado, let's see what 1,000 yen really gets us in Japan.
Japan swag and min. Yo, the yen is like so low right now. Beans and toast for Chris.
Gavin.
I get it because he's British.
Secret, don't tell anyone about this restaurant. This is my
'Cause he's
favourite
British.
restaurant chain in Japan. I eat there twice a week. Nobody knows about it because it's concealed, typically on the 2nd or 3rd floor, right, hidden away. And my God, is it good. Well-balanced meals at a reasonable price. Follow me. Don't let anyone see us. Founded in 1958 in Tokyo, Otoya's concept was simple. Recreate the warmth and nutrition of home-cooked meals, but in a casual restaurant setting, with their slogan being, a taste of home. Thankfully, not my home, because
Photos always lie. Why do photos always lie? Why does it never look like this?
we all know just how bad my cooking is. Still, salmonella's good for you, right? Right? They say in life, the toughest decision you'll ever make
I
is
love
choosing
abroad in
your
Japan.
career.
Heck
It's a
yes.
lie.
Good taste.
It's choosing what to eat at Otoya. Also, I keep pronouncing Otoya wrong. It's Otoya. Otoya, right? It's just quite hard to say that naturally when you're as bad at saying Japanese words as I am. But what makes Otoya so good is if you're a health-conscious consumer like I am, each item on the menu has a breakdown of the ingredients and how much kind of calories, protein, fibre is in each and every dish. So I've gone for this nice, healthy fried chicken caked in vinegar soy sauce. It smells so nice. Look at this. Look at this assortment of wonderful dishes. We've got this piping hot miso soup. We've got gorkoku rice, literally 5 grains of rice. I remember the first time the staff came up to me and asked me what kind of rice.
It does. Okay. You know what? They did good. They did good.
What does that mean? And luckily it turns out it means 5 grains of rice, and it's healthier for you than regular white grain rice. We've also got the literal pile of food here served on this wonderful green plate. Fried chicken, green beans, onions, carrots, and the last piece
That's
of
what I have from
pie,
hot chocolate
a
in
little
here.
cheeky salad as well, with some sauce to drizzle upon the salad. Hey, but this vinegar sauce is so sticky, so beautiful.
For the price?
Well,
Dude, it's
for
like
many years, I've
$10.
been reluctant to tell people
For
about
all
Otoya
this?
because it feels like a secret. Like I don't know any other friend that eats here, and it's the best chain restaurant in Japan.
That's a
in my opinion.
steal.
And I don't feel that sort of sense of guilt that you get some of the other restaurants we're going to go to in this video. Yes,
I've
we've
heard-
gone for the
no,
boiled fish,
even-
something a little bit healthier.
No, even my friends who live in Japan, because apparently, you know, that's funny to say because before I became a content creator, I barely had anyone that I knew in Japan. I knew like one person, and we were like so disconnected. Now I know like over a dozen. Some can say that eating, you know, cooking in Japan sometimes it's a bit of a hassle because of all the trash. The trash assortment is the worst, and just eat or take out. It's a pretty good.
It's so good though. You know, you can eat fried chicken when it comes with salad, right? You can delude yourself that it is healthy. With each passing year, I grow increasingly deluded on abroad Japan, especially with the loudest alarm and well history in the background. This is just
Dude.
the beginning. It's got 4.
In America, $10 Big Mac meal. It's more than that. It's like $13. Look at this plate. It costs less than a Big Mac. You get the drink, you get your veggies, you get your rice.
More restaurants
You got
today,
chicken?
good God. But for less than 1,000
That's
yen,
perfect.
this is absolute witchcraft. I don't understand how they can give you this much food at such a ridiculous price. Otoya, you might not
Hot
be able to
soup?
find them, but when you
Nice
do,
place.
you're in for a bloody good time. Let's face it, with a taste score of 9 out of 10 at that price point, it's
Then again, when I go to McDonald's, the times that I do go, my usual is double cheeseburger or bacon double or just like there's something called like I forgot their name, but it's basically like a double patty burger with like lettuce and tomatoes. That I buy that one, with either a McChicken or an apple pie, and that's it. I try to not spend more than $5. McRib only once a year. I only eat one McRib a year. And that's it.
Hard to top Ortoya.
It's not like my favorite. It used to be, but
equivalent of finding out your tax
I worked at McDonald's for like 6 years.
Massage. The only downside is it's the rarest restaurant on our list. Fortunately, though, our next stop is the exact opposite. In fact,
is my Rick available? Not yet.
The real challenge.
Not yet.
When I like to feel like a criminal in Japan, I head to Gusto, Japan's largest family restaurant chain, where its bottomless
double
drink
quarter
bar
pounder.
featuring
That's
tea,
too much.
coffee and soft drinks costs a ridiculous
Dollar menu. Hi, Raven.
It practically feels like daylight robbery. There's scarcely a town in Japan that hasn't got one, with 1,300 stores nationwide. And with
Drinks is where they get you.
It's a dream come true for insomniacs and jet-lagged travellers. With its budget-friendly mega menu serving up everything from pasta and shrimp to steak and chocolate sundaes, there's truly something for everyone.
But this is the one that excites me the most. The
So hi,
Gusto
Trixie.
lunch menu, where you can pick 3 items, get a seat and an all-you-can-drink drink bar for just 990 yen. Deal.
Having placed our order via touch
eating banana right now.
speed humans is so 2012, a robotic cat on wheels rolls over to our table, caked in plates. The high-tech future we were promised has finally arrived, and it's never looked so.
Oh, I've never seen one of these. The robots.
Fun fact,
They look
my first ever
cute.
date in Japan was in Augusto.
Yo, the other day I saw a Roomba, and it had a smiley face, and that made my day. I love machines that smile back.
It was romantic. We bonded over reasonably priced French fries and Harry Potter. And while that love affair didn't really work out, because it turns out she was in Slytherin, scum, my love affair with Gusto blossomed because the food is ridiculously cheap. And dare I say it, not too bad. Look at this. This is a well-balanced meal, definitely. We got spinach covered in bacon and butter, karaage fried chicken, and a star of the show, cheese in Hamburg, which sounds like a romantic dinner date in Germany. Alas, it is not. It's a hamburger stuffed full
Hamburger.
of oozing hot cheese.
Hamburger in
It
Japan
a bit
is like,
Mount Vesuvius.
but hamburger in Japan is basically just like a plate. It's different. There's hamburger and then there's hamburger. Apparently, it's like a slightly different pronunciation, but it's basically a burger but spread out to the plate.
It's pretty fucking hot, but gets the job done. But for 991 yen before tax, and it comes with a soup and an all-you-can-drink drink bar, right? That's a pretty good steal. But Japan has no shortage of family restaurants. Gusto is the most widely spread, with 1,300 stores across the country. But you find different people have their own favourite family
I saw
restaurant.
Roomba
Mine
with a
is
smile a
actually
few hours
not
ago. Let's
Gusto,
go.
It's Royal Host, but it's a little bit pricier, right? With the younger
Treat the
folks,
machines well.
Saizeriya usually comes out on top because of its Italian aesthetics. And the food there is thoroughly delicious if you have your taste buds surgically
Play more Roomba.
removed. I have to say, out of these 3 dishes, the spinach smothered in butter is probably my favourite. I haven't tried this soup.
If you think this is fancy, I'm gonna be real. It looks pretty standard. What difference is a Texas Roadhouse to this place? Only the light. I think Cracker Barrel looks fancier than this place. Maybe you're being, what's it called? It's like an illusion, because you see like signs and everywhere, but this is pretty standard.
It does look a bit like something you find at the bottom of a dishwasher, but let's give it a try.
You think Texas Roadhouse is fancy? Texas Roadhouse is so ghetto.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about the soup at Gusto. We'll put that over there for the cameraman to enjoy. That's yours, Dave.
Let's face it, there's not many places in the world you can stuff your face on butter spinach.
It's ghetto. Texas Roadhouse is so ghetto. I don't know what you're cooking in there. I'm gonna show you the inside of a Texas Roadhouse. Give me a second. I got a Raider in here. Hi Raiders, welcome in. Hello Evan. How was your stream? All right. Look at the inside of a Texas Roadhouse. Not this one is more fancy than the ones that I've seen. Here in the South, and the floor is always full of peanut and dirt. This isn't fancy. This isn't fancy. It's pretty standard. What difference is this place? Look at the color of the walls and everything. The only difference is the lighting, the light to this place. They're average. Look, you can see the walls, like, you know, the same kind of treatment and everything, which is not bad. It's just regular. But Texas Roadhouse is sometimes just feels pretty ghetto. Because I'm assuming it's because of the places that it's everywhere. It's freaking everywhere.
By Robot Cats. In terms of
Hope you had a wonderful stream, Evan.
991 yen offer is an absolute steal, especially considering you could literally run the drink bar dry and legally get away with it. Challenge accepted.
I don't care how a place looks. I'm not a queen.
My God, look at all this money I've saved going out to cheap restaurants. What could I do with it all? I could invest in my future, maybe even start a charity.
Or you could take your favourite editor out for dinner.
Dinner? At a high-end restaurant, alone. And what better way to book that restaurant than with today's sponsor, Tabelog. Hey, with over 860,000 restaurants,
This is Roadhouse not
and
fancy.
65
Just
billion user reviews,
Abercrombie
Tabelog has
and
become
Fitch
the gold standard
lighting.
for discovering
True.
the best restaurants in the country. Now, thankfully, it's easy.
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse prices are okay. I think the steak is a little too much, but then again, it's steak, and everyone's going to overprice steak because it's mainstream. I like steak, but I think it's way too overrated.
Use in English. But most importantly, what makes Tabelog so damn popular in Japan is its iconic
Full of
rating
peanuts.
system,
Yes,
where the
peanuts on the
scores
floor,
are simple
Evan.
averages,
Peanuts,
but
you're
calculated
hilarious.
by taking into account the influence of the users.
As of now, the highest restaurant is about 4.66 out of 5. And in fact,
Yeah.
a score of 3.5 is exceptional. Just 3% of the restaurants on Tabelog have over 3.5. And just 0.07% have surpassed 4 stars. 5 stars is essentially an unattainable godlike level.
So let's try searching
In
for a
Japan,
restaurant
barely
using
5
the
stars
website.
is rare.
You can search for restaurants using the Near Me function based on location or by type of food. Enter the time, date, number of people, and you'll get a list of restaurants. Be sure to check their scores and see what people have to
Emily
say. in
Banana,
their
yes.
reviews. And of course, have a look through the mouth-watering, tantalising photos, so you too can decide the best restaurant to treat yourself, and of course, your beloved team. Who wants a
I love food.
luxurious chicken dinner?
Honestly, I don't even care about the places anymore. I just want the food to be good and cheap.
I bought your leftovers.
Not again.
Tandon
Next up
tenure.
is a bit of a wild card called Tendon Tenure. Chances are you've never heard of it. I mean, I've only eaten there one time myself, simply because it's a bit rarer than the other restaurants on our list, with 150 stores nationwide, serving up golden crispy tempura at seemingly ridiculously low prices.
Ooh.
It was founded
I
in
love shrimp.
1989 by Yoshio Iwashita, an entrepreneur and visionary
Yeah, I
who
love
helped bring
seafood.
McDonald's to Japan, before deciding Japan's greatest weakness was in fact not enough deep-fried prawns. Back then, tempura was seen as something of a luxury treat reserved for fine dining and multi-course kaiseki dinners. But after observing the automated nature of conveyor belt sushi, he conjured up a conveyor belt frying system that reduced the need for chefs and allowed high-quality tempura to be cranked out faster than you can say hello cholesterol. Soon, crowds were lining up for the now legendary 500 yen tempura bowl. And these days, while the cheapest bowl will set you back 620 yen, that's still an insanely low price.
620.
for
That's
something
$7 for that bowl? That's not bad. Dude, clams. I used to love clams. I used to go with my grandma to the beach. It was kiosk. I sell a little kiosk, like freshly, like out of the sea, directly into my mouth. Like, because I used to live in Puerto Rico, and and I used to be like super close to the beach, like walk distance, and just go over there with grandma, get some clams. Never got sick. Surprisingly, the weather in Puerto Rico is very nice to me. I get sicker in the US than I get sicker in Puerto Rico.
that was once considered a luxury food. The question is, how good is it really?
Well, yeah, it was that much.
I love them. I lived in Puerto Rico more than 20 years.
That was 90 seconds. How is this less than 1,000 yen? This is ridiculous. It's so much. Look at that. You got cold soba noodles.
You have to
got
find a good sushi
1,
place
2, 3,
because you
4,
move to
about
the
6
south.
pieces of
It's very rare
tempura.
here.
We've got
Very
soup,
rare in the
pickles,
south.
radish, and some
Dude,
sauce there for the noodles.
this was good. I went to a buffet. It's like a hometown buffet. And they were selling sushi. It was trash. It was unfortunately, it wasn't bad, but it was like, damn, this is like, it looks like came out straight of like a, I don't even think they made it.
Noodles to go in with wasabi and onion. How is this under 1,000 yen? And it looks good as well. I will admit, the restaurant's done something rather foolish. On the back of the English menu, they've basically written a blueprint for how to set up.
You went to
your own
San Juan for
tempura
vacation,
restaurant
it was
and make lots
beautiful.
of money. They've written here,
San Juan is a tourist trap. San Juan in Puerto Rico is a tourist trap. If I go to Japan someday, I want someone to not take me to the tourist places. Take me to the little corner izakaya or something to eat some eels or something. Because I want to eat something like that.
auto fryer, their secret weapon, right? The secret to cheap, quick.
The further from the
delicious
ocean, the
tempura
worse the
rolls.
seafood gets.
It's
True.
basically a unit that fries the tempura for you, so you don't need a chef to do it manually. Meanwhile, they've told you the recipe itself. The mystery ingredient is eel extract. Don't tell everyone the secret ingredient, for God's sake. Anyway, just the sheer bang for your buck here. This might be the greatest value yet we've seen.
Chad, what
so
is your
far.
secret ingredient?
Let's give it a
Tell
whirl.
me.
So first things first.
I'm
wasabi and
threatening
onion
you right now.
in
I have a
the
spoon. I'm not
noodle
afraid to
sauce.
use it.
Give it a cheeky mix. Now, you can't go wrong with soba noodles. I don't think I've ever had bad soba noodles in my life in 10, 12 years living in Japan, so always a safe bet. Very good. Nice, beautiful.
Have a Kingdom
chewy
Hearts
texture.
mug.
But this is the bit we're excited about. Look at that. The proof is in the pudding. It's time for tempura. Let's see if it's good.
Tempura looks so good. Man, I want to go to a place like this right now. Your secret ingredient is ground ginger. Damn. Please don't torture the redheads. Seed is your secret ingredient? Do you eat your own seed?
Wow, it's really good. Bloody hell. Very light batter. Crispy, salty, very light, and not oily or greasy. I often say in videos when I go to tempura restaurants that cheap tempura has a sort of oily texture to it, right? The high-end tempura restaurants use cottonseed oil, whereas here they're using just some sort of generic vegetable oil. But this is very, very good. I've had cheap tempura before, and it's not good. I don't know how they've done it.
My love is the
Well, you
ultimate
know,
ingredient.
but
Yeah, it's my
yours
sweat.
costs 6,000. They've given the game away on the back of the menu. This is bloody good. One thing worth saying is the demographic in here tends to be a bit older, right? That's because A, there ain't no.
I use paprika a lot.
And B,
The smokiness,
on the menu,
baby.
There's a lot of kind of mature.
Good
options.
choice.
For example, this set, this soba kind of tempura set, it had like a recommended drink with it, and it was a cup of nihonshu, like sake, which is quite rare at a sort of fast food restaurant, right? So you can tell they're definitely aiming
See,
towards an older.
Even just because a place looks like this, it doesn't mean that it's not a fast food. Essentially, this place right here where he's at qualifies as a fast food.
mature crowd, which of course is exactly the demographic that I am in. Got cut there.
Tendon Tenya's tempura speedrun has genuinely blown me away. The portions
What is a restaurant that doesn't look like fast food, but it qualifies under the rules of fast food? I'm trying to figure out which one it is. Because stuff like Dennis is considered fast food, by the way. It's a
size
dine-in place mostly, but I think it's considered. Is Dennis considered fast food? Waffle House, and Dennis and IHOP. Yeah, they don't look like fast foods, but they are considered fast food. No, KFC is the epitome of a fast food because KFC has the same aura as McDonald's.
is absurd, the taste is a joy, and the entire experience lasted less than 5 minutes, which is either deeply efficient.
So I am
or
the
slightly
fast food, I'm the
terrifying. And
slob.
now that I finally mastered
Welcome to the
art of
slob
slapping
content.
noodles without sounding like a broken
Fast food.
Dyson, it's time
You're
to
done
put
with
those
me
skills
quick
to
and
the
then you move
test
on.
At our next budget dining location.
It's the kind of bitch I am.
No hit list of reasonably priced Japanese restaurants would be complete without a ramen chain, and we've certainly got a few to choose from. At this point,
What about
all
all the local Waffle House? You wanna throw down?
Pork broth ramen for
I'll punch you.
introverts, Instagrammers, and people who think eating in
Don't cancel me,
isolation
Twitch.
is somehow a spiritual act. But let's not pretend it's the best, because there's a ramen shop out there that isn't hiding behind a cubicle. A ramen shop that doesn't make you fill out a flavour questionnaire like you're applying for a bank loan. That place is Ippudo. Ippudo was founded in Fukuoka in 1985 by Shigemi Kawahara, a man who many refer to as the Ramen King, given he successfully won the World
Can they
Ramen
put Waffle House in
Championship
Tekken?
3 times in a row. Worrying about the future of the ramen industry and its association with being a greasy, inconsistent dish, eaten mostly by men who consider soap a conspiracy, Shigemi opened Ippudo, meaning One Wind Hall, which sounds admittedly like a boutique yoga studio, to usher in a new breeze through the ramen world. And clearly, it paid off. Today, Ippudo has over 200 branches worldwide, one of the few Japanese chains to truly enjoy some
Yo, it's in the US.
success. Their signature dish is the creamy pork bone broth tonkotsu, which is simmered for hours until it turns into a
Ooh, I love this.
umami-rich potion of glory, with 3 main flavors to enjoy. Shiromaru Classic, a traditional clean
Dude, egg in Japan. Egg in Japan is so OP.
bold, garlicky, spicy miso-infused flavor. And Karaka Spicy, a flavor that practically feels like a slap in the face. And today I'm sticking with the OG, the Shiromaru Classic. No Ichiran customization nonsense here. I'm leaving the flavors firmly in the hands of the master, because if you can't trust the Ramen King, who can we trust in this world?
That is so much.
I love rice noodle.
Always start with the broth. In this case, tonkatsu Hakata style.
I can smell that
pork bone
here.
broth. Oh, so good, so creamy, so just. Comes
That's what
with
I
an egg
love.
And
Yes.
pork,
I love
and
when
the
the egg is
iconic
inside it.
Hakata
Has a bit of
style,
yolk still
very
left.
thin noodles. Check that out. You got to admit, tonkatsu ramen is an art form unto itself, right? And no matter where you are in the country, Ippudo deliver the most consistent ramen you can find. I used to eat this a lot when I was up in Sendai, actually. It's thanks to Ryotaro that I came to Ippudo. He was like, "Did you know only tourists go to Ichiran? Real Japanese." go
Chris,
to
why are you wearing a bib?
And I took that to heart. And I've noticed every time
Hey, I can see it. You're wearing a bib.
Queue of tourists. Whereas here,
Little Bobby's gonna get dirty.
they're the only people who aren't Japanese.
This man is too fancy. He's British. What do you expect?
Some good slurping. It is, of course, a messy affair. So thank God I've got this bib
Crisp roll.
to keep my wonderful jumper, my nice black jumper, not covered in pieces of pork and noodle. I'm not being funny, they've got like...
I've been watching
an
this man
entire
for like
platoon
a decade at this
staff in here.
point.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I counted 7 members of staff, right? And there's only like 10 customers right now. I mean, it's good that there's so many. Clearly, they're all doing something. Maybe that's why the broth tastes so good. It is an unusual amount of people, not gonna lie. It's not like Ichiran where you can't see them. The staff should be heard, not seen. Here at Ippudo, they're everywhere, everything, all at once. It really is the Apple store of ramen.
Before I
Dude.
get talked into signing up for
Ramen,
ramen
yeah.
care that I don't need, it's time to leave for our final
Something
bargain
really
restaurant.
surprising is how much ramen is beloved in a lot of places. This is kind of reminded me of like when Dr. Stone, where Zenku invented ramen and everybody just like lost their minds. Well, reinvented ramen in like the future society. Ramen is well beloved no matter the time. It's timeless food. I can go for ramen like any time of the day. I had ramen for breakfast.
on the hit list. And while Ippudo's taste and portion size are going to be hard to beat, our next location offers up food quicker than just about any other restaurant in the nation.
You're always excited for ramen? Some good ramen. I'm not talking about the 25-cent pack of ramen. But yeah, hey, each person can make do when they need to struggle. Especially like college people will understand.
Udon beef bowl. And
Ooh,
while there are
cheesy.
3 big chains to pick between, including
I put
Sukiya,
cheese. I have put
Miyagi,
cheese in
Amatsuya,
some
famed
ramens.
for being the cheapest, the most stylish of them all, and the best all-rounder, for my money, is Yoshinoya.
Cheese and,
which has by far
and
the
also
coolest
ranch.
logo. Look at that bad boy. Whoa. Founded all the way back in 1899.
I love cheese, but I can't have a lot of it.
Market. Yoshinoya originally served up quick
Tommy
filling
Hort.
meals to hungry market workers who had no time to sit down for a leisurely meal. The name Yoshinoya comes from the founder's hometown, Yoshino, in Osaka Prefecture.
Real
But today in
ramen?
Tokyo
Oh, hell
alone,
yeah.
There are 200 branches.
Tastes
and the
better, yeah.
restaurants aim to serve customers in 60 seconds.
You
or
can
less.
tell when ramen is, like,
So,
super
let's
low
find out
quality.
if that's the case.
So Yoshinoya
Easy.
figures you're supposed to get your food in 60 seconds, and this took 51. It honestly takes me longer to open a crisp packet than it does for Yoshinoya to supply me with this bountiful meal, all for the price
Damn.
of 987 yen. So what do we got? We've got soup, a rather a salad in a bag. But this is the show-stopping, exciting bit. A rather large bowl of gyudon, topped with 1 to 2 kinds of cheese. Now in the past I've sung
watching these
praises
videos is
because
suffering.
They have a 3 kind of cheese beef bowl. Don't get me started. It's magical. Meanwhile,
Didn't
Matsuya
this restaurant get
is
its
known for
own
having
game in
the cheapest beef
PlayStation?
bowl. However,
mean
I find
Yakuza?
Matsuya's beef looks kind
Is that a Yakuza reference post? I remember having actual ramen, then the top noodle. It was night and day for sure. I got once in a blue moon. When I'm ready to treat myself, I go to a local nice place that just sells really nice. I can't say the name, but it's very, very, very nice. And it's a treat. It's a treat. On a hard days of work, and if the month calls for it, I'll splurge a little bit. I'll splurge. I'll spend a few dollars more worth of a Big Mac for a nice little ramen with some katsu, and it's so good. I just remember the chain Yoshinoya. Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, at this point, I feel like everything has like a game. I need to have a game of myself. It's not suffering if you eat chicken curry with jasmine rice you made earlier. You eat jasmine. I haven't eaten jasmine rice in a hot minute. You want to know the rice that I buy? I buy arroz rico. Even when living in the US, I don't like buying like the Uncle Ben's brand or nothing like that. The only one that I buy is like arroz rico. It's a Puerto Rican rice. I buy the medium sized grain, and that's the one that I cook on the pot or in the rice cooker. Mainly on the pot. The rice cooker is life saving. Well, probably one of the best things that I ever gotten recently, honestly.
of pale and anemic, whereas this is kind of
Saints
a
World.
nice
Ooh, I'll play a
grainy
game of
brown,
myself
right?
though.
Also, I don't think
I'll
I've
beat
ever
it.
seen Sukiya's beef because it's always drizzled in 3 kinds of cheese.
Looked it
This
up. It has a
looks like
PS2
2
game.
kinds of cheese.
This
Nobody quite
restaurant has
knows
a PS2
how many
game.
kinds of
Nice.
cheese, but it smells pretty damn good. Look at that.
What we doing
Thinly
with posts?
sliced shabu shabu style beef, chopped
Shabu
onions,
shabu.
cheese.
Someone mentioned curry. I want to eat cocoa curry.
Simple is best, right? And Yoshinoya's secret weapon is they might not have 3 kinds of cheese. They might not have the ridiculous low prices of Matsuya.
How do you
What
wash
they
your
do have
rice?
Is a nice sort of
With my
broth
spit?
that they marinate the beef in, and that
I
goes
put it
onto
in my
the
mouth
rice,
and I spit it
yeah.
out.
Gyudon isn't just a pile of rice with some meat slapped on. There's more to it than that. But because Yoshinoya have been around over 100 years, you can taste the 100 years of wisdom mixed in with that beef. Nobody quite knows what goes in Yoshinoya's secret sauce, but you can bet it's sugar, soy sauce, mirin cooking sake, and just gives it the most tantalizing flavour.
You want to
The
practice
soup's
some
pretty good
pixel
too, it's
art?
quite oniony.
Dude,
And dare I say, rather soupy,
making pixel art is so
because when you
fun.
order it on the screen, you choose just how soupy that the soup really is. I'll never forget on the cyclothon last year, though, Connor and I were absolutely destroyed going through Shizuoka, just before Mount Fuji.
Oh my god.
And we
Cy-
went to a Yoshinoya for dinner.
Cycling across
and it
Japan for
just
charity.
revitalised me.
There's
The
all
pile
that
of rice, the
Vishojo
beef, the
money!
sauce.
Bro! All the Vishojo money was right there in this picture. Look at it. Damn it, that is a terrible. Can you believe this, chat? This man, Chris Broad and Connor, travel across Japan for charity, gather, all that moolah, and then some motherfucker call the gun run with that money. Fucking hell. Now I can't see these events the same way. And to answer your question, I don't watch my rice all the time. It depends on my mood. Wash sometimes tastes better, but sometimes I don't want to wash it. And it depends on my mood. If I want like really like nice grainy, like where the rice is like really separates in my mouth, I'll wash it. But if I don't care for that, then I'll just like, I won't. I use a strainer. Easy.
Dinner, and it just revitalised me. Just the pile of rice, the beef, the sauce. And I kind of associate it with a hard day's work, a physical day's work. So if you've cycled 500 kilometres across Japan, get yourself to Yoshinoya. You won't regret it, but maybe don't cycle.
Little did he know that money was going into the gunrun's pocket.
So there you have it, guys. 5 chain restaurants in Japan, each under 1,000 yen, and not a single regret. Unless you count the robot cat's judgmental stare at Gusto. These chains prove that eating on a budget in Japan really doesn't have to feel like punishment. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. If you want even more incredible budget dining options, 12 of them in fact, none of which we've covered today, then check out my previous
I love this man's video.
How expensive is Japanese food really? Exploring more tantalizing options.
His
but
clash
without
of
the
culture
1,000 yen limitation thrown in. As always, many thanks for watching.
With
Born
Japan, it's so fun to
See
see.
you next time. As for me, well, I'm going to get to work
I've
on
seen
my next
British
video.
men complain
How to
more
burn off
than
the
this man
calories
does.
Of Japan's 5 cheapest
This man is like a saint
restaurants.
compared to other
What was
British
I
men.
thinking? My God.
That Frankenstein?
Video sorted.
Ayo. Oh, it's a